Hey guys, good morning. So I thought I'd go ahead and do a quick warm review of some of the stuff that I have melted. Now I do not have as much as most people do. Most people usually have a mess ton of melts. I honestly just have not had time, and I think this summer while I'm decluttering and stuff, I'm really gonna start to try to melt a little bit more. It's just been a busy like past couple weeks, and like this week is going to be super busy. I can tell already. I already feel frazzled and it's only Monday. So after this video, I'm going to put up a couple of destash videos. If you are interested in those, watch out for those. It'll be directly after this video. Yeah. I have a couple. I might put together a couple more, and then I'm also going to have a Scentsy warmer. I'm going to put the Scentsy warmers up. I'll talk about that in the other video. You'll see it clearly say Scentsy warmer destash. But okay, so I hesitate to talk about this first company because I'm afraid everybody's going to go steal like my little secret. And actually, Angela is the one that found this. This is the second company that she's found because she's the original founder of Destination Wax and started the hype on that. So Bonjour Wax is the company that she had ordered from, and I looked and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And actually I need to go grab, well, I'll get it in a second, but I want to show you it's palm wax, and it is so cool. When the warmer is not hot, the wax slips right out. So I'm gonna go grab my daughter's warmer plate or whatever and show you. Sorry, my hand's shaky. So this first one I have, I don't know how to pronounce that, Gallifrey. I think it's from the Doctor Who sampler that I got, I think. It's orange, vanilla, cedarwood, and rose. And man, so I usually don't do this. I usually use a whole scent shot, but I was getting such a strong throw with just half a scent shot that what I did is I put half a scent shot in my 20-watt Walgreens warmer, and then the other half scent shot in the 24-watt Walmart Mainstage Warmer. And this scent was coming at me into the living room. I had it in my dining room, and it was coming out into the living room at me. And this scent is beautiful. You don't really get a lot of the orange or vanilla. I get more of the cedarwood and the rose. Yeah, it's just a beautiful scent. I love it, and I was just like so impressed. This wasn't the first one I warmed. Let me tell you about the first one that I warmed. So this first one, you'll see I still have half a scent shot in here because I only needed half a scent shot. I put this in my daughter's 24-watt Walmart Mainstays warmer. Sorry, I don't know why that took me so long to get out. But this is called Regeneration. It's lemongrass sage, violet, cinnamon, vanilla musk, and effervescent lemon lime soda. I mostly got the effervescent lemon lime soda. And I thought, well, it's just kind of a crapshoot because that scent is strong anyways. So I was like, that's the reason why it's performing so well. But I almost got sick because it was so freaking strong. I had to turn it off at one point because I was in my daughter's room doing something. And I was like, geez, I need to turn this one off until it like kind of burns some of the scent off and calms down a little bit because it was really strong. So now granted, I've only warmed 2 scent shots from this company. So just take that with a grain of salt. But so far I am impressed. I have another 2 orders coming from her. I think the girl's name is Mandy. And I think she still has some samplers on her site if you're interested. But don't go taking all her wax because I want it. Don't be, you know, going into the restocks now and like making it Hunger Games or whatever. But Angela already stole one of the scents that I wanted. So yeah, I'm gonna have to slap Angela. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so that's Bonjour Wax. Let's talk about Destination Wax. So these are my first go. Gosh, I'm having trouble speaking this morning. I'm so sorry. Let me slow down and take a deep breath. I'm like super like stressed. Maybe this isn't the best time to be filming this video. Oh. Okay, let me catch my breath. All right, a mango black tea. This I did in my 20-watt warmer in my living room, which is the Walgreens warmer, not the Glade. And this one was kind of weird. The mango wasn't like super prominent. And but all I kept getting was like little shots of mango, but it wasn't like one of those super strong type of scents. It was more of a mellow scent. I don't necessarily know that I was getting black tea. I really need to evaluate this one later, just because, I don't know, I feel like I was getting like little shots of mango like here and there. Sometimes when I would walk by the warmer, I could smell it. Sometimes I couldn't. It was just kind of a weird one. My living room is a weird space anyways. It's hard to get a good throw with stuff, but I did use the full scent shot in my 20 watt. And I mean, I could smell it, and if someone walked into my house, I'm sure they would say, hey, what do you have, you know, what's going on in here? Now this one, on the other hand, was an excellent performer, Danish butter cookies. And I thought I had a scent description on here, but I don't. But Danish butter cookies, I mean, you know the deal. This was such a good bakery scent. I feel like if I ever were to repurchase, I would get one of these. It was like that scent note of Danish butter cookies being put in the oven and them toasting just a little bit too much. Like there's almost like a toasty element to this, and it was amazing. This one was really strong. I love this one. Oh, it was so good. You know, I'm not a big fan of sugar cookie anything nowadays, and Danish butter cookies, like the perfect, what's the word? Like the perfect replacement for that. Okay, the next one I did is Cactus and Sea Salt. And this is pretty much your standard Cactus and Sea Salt. There was nothing special about it. It was just your standard Cactus and Sea Salt. I did put this in my kitchen with the lily pucks, or lily ucks, as I like to call them. And so they're pretty small. I don't know what the exact weight of them is. I want to say maybe they're like 2 or 3 ounces for both of them. And that's usually pretty good for my kitchen. I mean, I have to kind of overdo it in my kitchen a little bit because it's a weird spot as well. But I got a nice, I'd say probably a medium-high throw. I wouldn't say super high, and I wouldn't say it was medium. You could definitely smell it when you walked in the room. It did really well, actually. And it was just a beautiful scent. I like Cactus and Sea Salt. I'm a fan. I don't think the family liked it though, because my daughter walked in and she was like, what is that? So you have to like Cactus and Sea Salt. Let's see, let's talk about Timing Tart. I did a scent shot in Diva. I wish Timing Tart would come back. I did this one in my living room in the 20 watt Walgreens warmer, and I'll do a warmer talk about, or warmer review or something at some point, because I really like my Walgreens warmers. But Diva is pink sugar and black coconut. This one did really well in that warmer in my living room. It was a little bit too coconutty for me, and also the pink sugar really popped out as well. And you know, I'm not the hugest of pink sugar fans, so for me it was just kind of like so-so, but I did like the throw on it. Let's talk about some Bathing Garden really quick. Elf Morning Blend. And I see this one being destashed a lot, and I really don't understand why. That's what the inside sort of looks like there. So this is a chocolate, coffee, and mint blend. And to me, it's just like a beautiful, like chocolate mint, especially in my living room area, which is, like I said, kind of a harder space to get a throw from. The way that it hits the room is just like this coffee mint scent. And it's really pretty, and I really, like, it was really enjoyable to me. So I did like that. So this next one is called Love and Madness, and I'm unsure how I feel about this. I have 2 more cubes of this. So I'm gonna set this aside and reevaluate it later. And I think I have another clam of it, actually. You can see the black card that fell off. But I see this one being destashed a lot too. I don't think people like this one very much. This is a beautiful fruity, oh geez. Fruity floral that blends juicy berries and lush white flowers. So the berry note in this to me is just a little bit, I don't know, it's definitely berry, and it almost smells like raspberry, and I just don't know how I feel about raspberry and wax. You do get kind of that floral note. You know what, I'm gonna use this in the bathroom next time, see how it goes. Okay, this next one really surprised me, the Smitten Diaries. So you can kind of see on this one's pretty old. Okay, so this is coconut flakes, golden vanilla, and whipped cream is kissed with a garden of white winter flowers. This one I did not think I would like. But I actually really liked it just because it's primarily like coconut. I love that key on there. I like wasn't thinking I was gonna like it, but on warm it transforms into this really like beautiful coconut scent. Not, it's like a toasted coconut, more like a bakery coconut. Now when you smell it on cold, it smells more like a coconut, like a tropical coconut. But to me, it turned more into a toasty bakery coconut. I'll have to reevaluate this one too, because I'm trying to think if there was any other thoughts I had on it. I can't remember right now. Here's another one that surprised me as well. Tea berry bubblegum, and I screwed up the label on that. So this is tea berry, spearmint, wintergreen, vanilla, and sweet sticky bubblegum. Now this one, when I first smelled this one, I was like, no. I was like, no, I'm not doing this one. But this one actually is another, just like the morning I was warming this, I think it was like a Saturday morning, and I just had this going. And it was just such a nice minty scent. Like, it didn't smell like gum to me anymore. It just was coming off over to me. This one I did also too, 2 cubes in my living room. You can tell I spent a lot of time in my living room. But I did the living room and it did really well. It was a strong throw. I could smell it. It wasn't overpowering, but it was just a nice mellow like mint. I totally love that one, and it totally surprised me. So another one that surprised me, and through my buying of D-stashes, I seem to get a lot of this glacier blue, so I think people didn't like it. But it is a refreshing peppermint scent that surprises with menthol, musk, and slight citrus notes. I like this one. I thought this one was pretty. I put this in my 20 watt again in my living room. It was this really beautiful peppermint scent, and it did have kind of like that, what's that, cold medicine type menthol thing. It wasn't bad. It was actually very pretty. So the illusionist, I don't really remember. I do remember because this is what these scent notes are. I do remember smelling the orange blossoms pretty heavily, but yeah, it was, I don't know. I have another sample of this that I need to warm and try it again, because I don't remember this one. But Candy Carousel was another one that I warmed in my 24 watt daughter's Walmart Mainstage Warmer. And this was sweet and sugary scents of the midway with rainbow cotton candy, hints of apples, and cakes. This one was sweet and pretty. Yeah, this is another one I have a clamshell in that I'm gonna have to kind of reevaluate. I just remember getting like a cakey, sweet cake note. I don't really remember the other notes coming out, but it was super pretty and I really liked that one. Okay, 2 more things and then that's it. So I did warm Stormwatch from Tiffany in her Scoopables. I think sometimes people forget about this scent. You know, with salty sea air coming around and all the ozone and like water notes and stuff. But Stormwatch is, I think, Thunderstorm dupe from either Yankee or Bath & Body. I feel like it's Yankee though. This is just one of those that you have to smell on your own to kind of get the sense for it. It's kind of, well, when I warmed it, actually cold, it doesn't smell as good as it does on warm, I think. I think on warm it smells much better. It's really just like that air, thunderstorm air with a water note, but it's different than other water notes I've discovered. So I like that one. Okay, the other one that I've been trying to get through and warm is Coffee and Pancakes from Rose Girls, or Scoopable Tart Wax. And you can see I'm almost done with it. On cold, it does not smell good. Like, it's got this weird scent to it, but when you get it warmed up, it's a beautiful coffee bakery scent. That's the best way I can describe it, because I mean, it's coffee, like you smell a lot of coffee, but it's hard to detect that. Like, you would never know that it was pancakes in there with it. You would just think, oh, this smells like a good coffee. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm almost done with it, but I think on my reviews from now on, like, I'm not going to go and try to empty things. I'm just gonna warm them and talk about them if I want to, or if I want to wait and finish them, then, you know, I'll do that. Let me go grab my daughter's warmer real quick. Okay, so this is a 24 watt Mainstage Warmer, and this is half a cent shot. That's the way I felt like it only needed half a cent shot, but when you're ready to take it out, you just bam, and it just comes right out like that. Super easy. And like with this other one, again, I hesitate to talk about this because I don't want everybody going in and buying all the Bonjour Wax. I want it. So this one, when I put a whole cent shot in the 20 watt warmer and it was not melting down all the way, the warmer wasn't getting hot enough. So what I did is I turned it off, waited for it to solidify, and then I just broke it in half. It was super easy to break too. I mean, like I was easily able to break it up and then put it in separated into 2 separate warmers. And then I got a nice good throw from that. So yeah, I mean, even place just a small order from there just to see what it's like, or, you know, you can just buy 2 or 3 things or just a sampler and test it out. So yeah, that's it. So that's the end of my reviews, and I will see you guys in a bit with some destashes. So if you're interested in any of those, keep your eyes peeled. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.